Welcome to Facts Pro, where it's all about facts, financial, accounting, and tax strategies. So today if you've been following me, we've been talking a lot about tax strategies. We talked about some basic strategies. We talked about some more advanced and sophisticated strategies that work with certain people, not with everyone. And today I want to emphasize that part, like how does working with me look like? If you want to pursue some of these strategies, which one would fit you, and how do we work together to see which one of these would be good fit for you? All right, so let's dive in. And as you know, I always like to start with a joke. So the joke today is a conversation with the IRS. Can I write off my coffee? And the answer is no, it helps me to work. And the answer is no. What about my dog? He lowers my stress. Also, no. Can I write off my emotional damage from doing taxes? The IRS still says no. All right, but here this is a joke, but definitely you can write off your coffee if it's a business expense. You can write off your dog, definitely not emotional damage either. But there are th certain things that you can write off, and this is what we're here for, to educate you on what exactly you can write off. And today is October 16 because October 15 is the official end of 2024 tax season. So 2024 tax season is behind us. Now what? Smart tax planning starts. Maybe it was too late to do anything about your 2024 tax situation. You had to pay whatever taxes you had to pay, but now there is still time. There is still 2 months and a half to plan for 2025. I was just talking to a client today about implementing one single strategy, and by putting in 30K in an investment, she can receive back 60K in savings. So that's the kind of tax planning I'm talking about. Just one simple strategy that can be done before year end that can bring double the amount investment that she can put in. All right, so again, how does working with me look like? My three-step process that I use to save doctors 50 to 250K per year on taxes. It's very simple, physicians. It's before I dig into the process, I want to tell you who am I. Again, I'm a CPA by profession. I'm a CMA, a certified management accountant, and I have an MBA with concentration in accounting. I've been doing taxes for more than 13 years, and I founded Facts Pro in 2023 because I really believe that it's all about facts, financial, accounting, and tax strategies. I'm based out of New York, but I serve clients nationwide. I talk to clients in all 50 states all the time. All right, so why am I working with doctors? Because I know that you work very hard to get to where you are. You get drained with a high tax bill, 35 to the IRS and maybe another 10 to 20% to the state, depends on where you live. So it's a big tax bill that you get hit by. And more than 50% of your hardworking income goes to taxes, as if you had a business partner that's totally not necessary, not needed, and you hate. And this business partner has the majority partnership, unfortunately. So here where I can help. Okay, so how? There's three simple steps, and it works the same way as when you treat your patients. First of all, we start with discovery, diagnostic, and treatment. The discovery is like a fact-finding discussion. Then we go for diagnostic, identifying the problem. And treatment is where we explain and implement the treatment procedure. Sounds familiar? Sounds familiar to what you do with your patients? You go examine them, give them a diagnostic, and then you start the treatment, right? So let's dig in a little bit further into each one of these three. Discovery phase, or the discovery call. This is the 30-minute free call that we usually ask you and invite you for. This is a 3-minute free consultation call. My goal behind it is to get a clear picture of how things are currently structured for you financially and where there might be opportunities for improvement and whether it makes sense to take a deeper look together. What do we talk about? We talk about everything. So come prepared. We talk about your income sources, like do you have a W-2, 1099, rental properties, anything that you have, entity structure, how is your business set up, your real estate holdings, rentals, how do you do your bookkeeping, accounting, and tax preparation, what are your assets, your debts, and financial positioning. Who's your support system and decision making people around you? What are your goals, motivation, and your future vision? So that's our discovery call. 30 minute, we go over this together. Sometimes you don't have the answer. That's why I'm putting this together to have you prepared. But then I usually ask for like to examine further, like to do your blood work, you're examining your tax returns, examining your financials to have our diagnostic call, which is a follow-up call to identify where the problem, why are you paying too much taxes? Why are you having your bookkeeping not in order? Why are you having a problem? And we suggest the solution from there. My goal behind the diagnostic call is to communicate with you the problem as I see it and recommend a solution. So, what do we talk about? We talk about high level diagnostic summary, strategic findings that's tied to your goals, and package walkthrough. So, we have that's a solution outcome focus. So, we say, okay, there are couple of options that are available to you depends again on each package will provide a certain solution outcome, certain result depends on your goals. We'll make a recommendation on which one of these you go with. If you decide to move forward, the first payment is due upfront, no surprise there. All right, so from there, we start the treatment plan. If you decide to move forward, we usually deliver a plan in 2 to 4 weeks. And my goal behind the plan is to put a tax plan together so that you can implement it on your own 100%, or you implement it with our help as you prefer. Some people want to be educated fully to do the plan on their own. Some people, and they don't want to switch accountants. They don't want to, they're happy working with their accountants. So that's totally fine. And some people want to change and make the switch and they need more like check-ins and they need somebody like more to have a ongoing relationship with to help with the implementation. So what do we talk about in this in this period? We're done talking, we're working now. So we deliver a detailed tax plan that help you save between 50 to 250K based on your goals. We tell you exactly what to do. And if you need our help implementing it, as we said, we'll get onto it. And implementation may take up to a year. It really depends on what are the goals and what are the action items that we're recommending. Some things start right away, some things take time. But we monitor the plan for you for about a year based on any changes in your tax situation. Your income went up, you have a surprise bill here or there, and we tweak the plan as necessary. Okay, so that's our treatment plan, and it's been tested on real people and it delivered real results. As you can say from the first one, Jay was able to sell his business having almost zero basis. He sold it for more than a $1 million. But by tax planning, we were able to avoid 200,000 in capital gain tax by creating a unique charitable giving strategy that was also fitting his philanthropic needs. It was totally perfect for him and it saved him $200,000 in capital gain. Another person, Jason. Jason was in his early 30s. He was looking to expand his real estate investment. We implemented a strategy to save him 50K in taxes in just 1 year that he put as a down payment for a new property that will bring him even more savings in future years with continuous tax planning. Again, these are maybe fake names, but real people, real studies, real clients. Kelly, on the other hand, we implemented only one strategy for Kelly, and she just restructured her business from a C Corp to an S Corp that saved her 40K in taxes, and she saved another 50K by adding an oil and gas investment to her portfolio. So that was Kelly. Another person, Nancy was able to save 100K just by properly categorizing her investment to passive versus non-passive. So she just had an error on her tax return. We didn't even do much of tax planning for her. She had it mistakenly categorized on her tax return, and when we corrected this, we saved her 100K, and then we added another passive investment to her portfolio to release another 50K passive losses from prior years. So that was a great and addition benefit to her. All right, so oh, there is another case study, Bob. So it's not just all about tax savings. My client Bob, he only switched working with me just because he had no contact with his prior accountant except around the tax filing deadline, which a lot of people hate, especially if they have like high tax bills. So, and that's when most people reach out because they need somebody to be able to rely on all year round to answer their questions, have periodic strategic meetings to discuss goals and planning. Something that somebody like Bob was missing working with his prior accountant. So, as a result of working together, he was able to significantly streamline his financial operations, was able to read his finances, his financial reports, able to make sense of it, to reduce overhead expenses, and he increased his overall profitability. All right, so that's the part where I would invite you to join me for a free 30-minute consultation. We'll start with the discovery plan. We'll see if we're a good fit to each other. And from there, we can take it further to see if if we go for the diagnostic and then the treatment plan. So I invite you to take benefit from this offer, from this invitation, and hopefully you'll see you soon. Take care.